Grand Rising Butterflies, this is the Awakened Butterfly, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. If you enjoy the content, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Welcome and welcome back, guys. I pray that you all are continuing to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I really appreciate all of the love and support that you guys have been giving me. And as you can tell by the title, this is another Gangstalking video. Guys, in today's video, I will be talking about occult gangstalking and family members making deals with the devil. What prompted me to make this video, guys, is because lately the Holy Spirit has been leading me to a lot of information about witchcraft, gangstalking, occult groups, and organizations. He also led me to information that has been exposing people for sacrificing their family members and close friends as a result of them worshiping the devil, and in hopes of moving up in their position in their organization, and in also hopes of monetary gain and a high profile status, as well as a overly abundant materialistic lifestyle. Now, guys, many of us, especially as targeted individuals, we share communities with many of these people who serve as public figures and role models of our communities. And it's alleged that these people are secretly making deals with the devil behind closed doors, and it's at the expense of their loved ones. Guys, the gang stalking epidemic has caused a widespread of harassment and persecution to many all across America. Many who feel they are being targeted has reported several forms of harassment, including being persecuted by their families, community and family persecution, intrusive monitoring, workplace mobbing, being heavily surveillance and monitored by their neighbors, their co-workers trying to cause problems at the workplace, aiming to get them to quit or to get them fired. Now, guys, of all the gang stalking tactics that are being used against us as targeted individuals, there are wicked techniques that are being used to psychologically undermine us. And this is being done to get us to question our mental stability. And when this happens, it makes you think about electronic harassment weapons such as V2K and MK Ultra. Sorry, guys. It also makes many of us as targeted individuals begin to reflect on our lives and wonder, what we've actually done to deserve this level of persecution. And it also makes you wonder why you serve as such a threat to these people to begin with. Well, guys, in today's video, I would like to discuss the dynamics of occult gang stalking and how this form of harassment is being used as a weapon against you as targets. If anyone who's wondering what occult gang stalking is when an individual is being attacked by the leaders and members of an occult group or organization. It is alleged that these individuals secretly worship demonic entities and perform dark rituals using various forms of witchcraft like voodoo, black magic, and other forms of sorcery. Well, guys, this form of gang stalking is considered as one of the most wicked and underhanded because it is actually done secretly through the works of sorcery and magic. This is making the source of the supernatural attacks undetectable, which has caused many of us as targets to once question our sanity in terms of what we are experiencing. It's making you wonder if what you are really seeing and hearing is actually taking place in front of you. At this time, if any of you have experienced this, you are actually under the spell of delusion. And guys, this is a form of magic that is being performed by several occult leaders and members. And this is where they actually cast a spell of false belief on your external perception of reality. Now, guys, many targeted individuals suffer from delusional disorder. And this is a mental illness where they can't determine what's real or imagined. Now, this mental illness is not the same as schizophrenia, which includes inadequate speech or behavior and lack of emotion. However, paranoia is considered a derived symptom in delusional disorder, and this is due to a perceived reality. Now, guys, if any of you are wondering why you are a victim of witchcraft, here's why. A group of evil people involved in a group or organization has decided to come against you in hopes of destroying your life. Why? Because these individuals all hold a personal vendetta against you. Jealousy, envy. You could also serve as a threat to them, especially as the chosen one. Your light actually exposes their darkness, and when that light exposes their darkness, it puts a block in their evil plans against you and also plans that they have for others. Now, guys, I want to talk about some forms of witchcraft that has been used and is currently being used against target individuals by occult gangstalkers. One of which is astral travel or astral projection. And this is a form of witchcraft where a person can travel to a place through the astral spirit realm to a specific place or to a specific person. Now, guys, this usually happens when you're being gangstalked everywhere you go. And it seems that the people that you're experiencing this harassment from, they all seem to act the same way, the same mannerisms, the same facial expressions, the same mimicking tactics, the same derogatory statements. However, it's coming from a different person. And this is because the spirit of astral projection is able to travel within different bodies and harass you. And once you pray for strong discernment, the Most High will begin to show you these people through the spirit. Even though it's a different body, He will show you the main source of the spirit through these people. Guys, these people are witches and warlocks, and they're astral projecting to you through other people. This is to get near you, to try and cause harm on you, to cast spells on you, and to also monitor your every move. They will also do things like curse your finances, in hopes of you struggling and also in hopes of you becoming homeless. They feel that when you're in a financial situation, you have less security and you're more vulnerable. They feel that since you lack certain resources, it's easy for them to harass you because, you're in a vulnerable state. They will also cast spells of depression and anxiety on you. And this serves as a mental distraction. And they want you to lack motivation, so you will be stuck and stagnant in everything that you do. This is including your relationship with the Most High, your prayer routine, your Bible study routine, your fasting routine. They want you to lack on all of that. They want to keep you mentally distracted on how you care for yourself. Even you carrying out your mission for the Lord, your purpose. They want to place the spirit of depression, anxiety upon you to try and hinder you from being your best self. They will also cast a spell of projection on you. And this is where they will manifest bad havoc unto you by projecting words of negativity to your face, privately or to someone else. Okay, and guys, I just want you to know that these things are really true. A lot of the times where you may feel a certain way and you don't understand why, it's because people may be trying to project witchcraft onto you, but it's not hitting you as hard as they would like for it to, because the Most High is actually protecting you. So you may feel mild signs and symptoms of it, which we're going to be discussing here shortly. Now, guys, these people know you are blessed with the wisdom of knowledge and intelligence. And this is to recognize and overcome their evil tactics. So they feel that if they attack you mentally, it'll alter your thinking process. It'll change the way you perceive others and your reality. And this is in hopes of controlling you, indoctrinating your mind, so you won't be able to discern, spread awareness to protect yourself and everyone else around you. Because a lot of the times, the Most High will give strong discernment and wisdom, to certain people in order for them to spread awareness to others. It's a part of their spiritual gift. Now, guys, it gets a little deeper. These demonic groups, the leaders and members are looking to not only destroy you, but to literally get rid of you. What you have to realize is these occult groups worship demonic entities. They secretly made a covenant with the devil for community perks, fame, and monetary gain. Now, just like the paganists during the Greek times, they worship and make sacrifices to Baal, who during those times demanded the paganists' firstborn children. Now, guys, the sad truth is, these are people you are significantly close to. Your father, your mother, your siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, in-laws, friends, partners, and people of your community. Now, guys, I'm not saying all groups and organizations are involved, but allegedly, many are being used as cover-ups for implementing persecution tactics on the lives of targeted individuals. Now, guys, let's talk about a couple of these groups and organizations. Now, one of which I would like to discuss first off is community neighborhood watch programs. And they are actually partnered with law enforcement. I feel that some of these organizations, these programs, are used to gain the trust of the targeted individual especially when they're in their most vulnerable situation. I feel that they use this program to ensure safety, to get the target to feel comfortable, to begin to trust. And in reality, they are surveillancing your home, monitoring you, setting up street theater tactics, either in hopes of getting you upset and lashing out so you can harm someone else, in self-defense, of course, what the situation would be. But, still, it's in hopes of getting you to harm someone, possibly getting you incarcerated, and also putting you at risk of being tragically harmed by someone else. Because a lot of the times, these gang stalkers, they set these tactics up. The handler sets it up where they will use the most evilest demonic person for the street theater tactic. So if you did react, they will try to get this person to brutally harm you. It's all a part of the tactic. Now, guys, I'm going to talk about another community organization that I'm pretty sure spreads a lot of controversy, and that is the Freemasonry. Also sororities and fraternities. Now, These organizations have been allegedly accused of performing secret occult rituals that have resulted in many of the unfortunate mishaps that has occurred in the lives of their family members, friends, partners, and members of their communities, allegedly. Who are these people? The ones who are continuously succeeding when everyone else around them are failing. And when I say failing, I mean in several aspects: their health, their mental and physical health, their finances, drug addiction, homelessness, whatever the case may be. I'm going to play a couple of clips for you guys, and I will be right back.
Why won't they talk to the police?
What did he say?
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Doesn't sound like innocent behavior to me.
Why wouldn't they want to talk to the police?
I love talking to the police.
We're gonna go check them out. If the cops won't make them talk, I'll make them talk.
Mrs. Von Hausen, the Neighborhood Watch is not a law enforcement agency. No interrogations. Now, if you visit the Freemans and ask them to join the Neighborhood Watch, that would be great. And let's all of us reach out to all our other neighbors to help us keep an eye out. Okay?
Yeah, well, that's sensible.
Yeah, right. Really?
Oh, we're gonna reach out all right.
What the hell do y'all want?
We'll ask the questions around here, Robert. Ask the question, Miss Von Hausen.
I don't have time for this crap. Get out the way, old white woman.
Mr. Freeman, we are from the Woodcrest Neighborhood Watch. Now, as you know, we've had some home invasions recently. We were concerned to hear that you refused to talk to the police.
I didn't see nothing.
You tell him, Granddad. No snitching.
You've also refused our previous invitations to join the Neighborhood Watch, but we could use your support. Our motto is, neighbors watching neighbors.
Oh, I'm watching all right. I'm watching this neighborhood become a bunch of damn tattletales.
Good one, Granddad. You killing him.
Property was stolen, Mr. Freeman.
Stolen.
The sanctity of our community was violated.
Tough kitty. I ain't got time for this bullshit. Boy, I'll be back tonight. Move the hell out of my
Robert, did you just touch a white woman? I already touched you, Miss Van Housen. We'll make sure you get sterilized like. Whoa, you almost touched Miss Van Housen.
It's been a great pleasure to join the Neighborhood Watch of New Horizons this evening on patrol, jointly with our Metro Police and Law Enforcement, along with our Ward Councillor Jerry Gordon and Alderman JP Smith, all of our patrollers here this evening who so wonderfully give of their time as volunteers in Cape Town to help keep their community safer, in partnership with everything that the city is doing to make our city safer and our community safer for everyone. So it's been great to join you, and I just want to say thank you so much for your spirit of volunteerism and what you do every night out on patrol to keep New Horizons safe.
Thank you. The Safety and Security Directorate has worked hard to empower these neighborhood watches, so we're continuously helping them with training, and specifically this year 5.6 million rands worth of equipment across the city. As the mayor said, there are around 400 neighborhood watches now, and around 50,000 patrollers across our city, so we're constantly trying to find ways to work with them, and many of those suggestions actually come from them. So on a night like this, when we're patrolling, we're hearing useful things from the neighborhood watches that we can do to include in bylaws or ways in which we can help them do their jobs better.
And some of y'all got the Freemasons in y'all family, and y'all brag on them because they got a little money, but they blind on that first level because they don't know what Freemasonry is. They don't know the first level, first up to the third level, you don't know what Freemason really is. They lie to you. They tell them it's Christianity.
For educational purposes.
They don't know that as
only.
soon as they go to that next level and they got to do that ritual where you roll up that pants leg and you stand there blindfolded and you're walking through through that white checker floor, and you entering into the same thing that witches do to become a witch. Because everything that's not of Christ is of Satan. The Elks, everything that's the lodges, the Prince Hall Masons, the fraternities, everything that's not of Christ is just an initiation into witchcraft. I said it. Why are we into it? We don't test it. We never tried the spirit. You send your kids to college and they pledge AKA because you did. You never knew what AKA was. Nobody asked. You never researched what AKA or Sigma Gamma Rho and all that was. You just did it. Then when you find out what it is, you find out the ritual they had to do to cross the burning sands and the pledge to the god of Horus. Pledge allegiance. You took an oath to an Egyptian deity. So that oath is binding. You cannot receive Christ with that oath. You have to renounce that oath. But they won't renounce the oath because they have pride in the fraternity. So most of what we have, that's why the black community can't rise, because we got all these secret societies. Everybody's in some kind of secret society where they outright pledge allegiance to other spirits. Are y'all there or not there? Say, try the spirit.
Ni damu yako tunaenda nayo, ni ya wazazi, ama unafanya aje? Nikapewa choices, lakini zilikuwa mbili. Either nikubali ni mimi, nikatae iko ni wazazi mmoja ama mandugu, bora familia. Sasa sikuwa na option. Mimi nikakubali, acha ikuwe mimi. Lakini saa wakaniambia ikikuwa wewe, tunakupatia option mbili. Kama ni wewe, in any kosa utafanya ama kosa lolote utatukosea, wewe utakufa. Hata kama ni kesho asubuhi umetukosea utakufa. Sasa nikasema, mbona nikufe? Nikakeuka ile, nikamwambia hapana. Naweza kuwa na option 2. Option 2 akaniambia, "Zidi utupatie mtu wenyu, bora damu iko ya kwenyu." Sasa sikuwa na option nyingine. Tulikuwa na kabro kadogo. Nilikuwa na bro mdogo. Sasa ile saa naona watu wanateseka. Mimi mwenyewe nimekuja huko nimekuwa ngumu. Sasa siwezi kubali nione wanateseka. Mimi najua after all nitafanya nini? Nitaenda nikawasaidie. Nikakubali. Wakaleta kitambaa wakaniwekea pale. Wakaniambia ile picha inatokea hapo, wewe usifanye chochote, wewe iguse tu. Wewe iguse tu, ikitokea wewe gusa. Si mimi nika nini hapo, picha kutokea nikagusa. Ilikuwa ya bro. Nikahesitate, kwenda kuhesitate ya kwanza akaniambia kumbuka rules. Ukihesitate ni wewe unakufa. So ilibidi nimeiguza. Kuguza, mimi sikujua chenye kimehappen mbele.
Aje, brother yako kwanza alikufa?
Sasa mimi sikuwa nimejua that before. Mimi nilikuwa naona life inaenda.
After tuliguza alikufa?
Early day. Alipass by the way.
Hiyo tu siku.
Sijui alipass when but mimi niliambiwa after. Hawezi kuambia what happened. Watakuambia aje? Cause wanajua tu utasumbua. Nilikuja kujua hiyo kitu after 2 to 3 weeks. Nishafanya shughuli huku. Nini hata do napata.
Do ulikuwa unapata aje?
Do napata. Unapata kuna account. Kuna ile Mastercard unapewa unakuwa nayo. uko na kadi ya biashara, lazima uko na bank account. So unapata kwa ile account kila mwezi ina depend na venye una nini kazi. Kama wewe utakuwa uko active sana, unaleta new members. Unaenda ukipata msee mahali hivi unamconvince nini, anakubali, anaingia box, unaleta. The more salary yako inapanda.
Oh, so ni kama uko kazi.
Ni kama tu uko kazi.
Kwa mwezi ulikaanza kupata how much?
Per month nilikuwa napata. Hata unaweza ingia kwa account nipate niko na per month naingiza kitu kama 1.3, 1 something. Do ilikuwa inaingia by then nilikuwa do.
Na mbona sasa hivi unakaa maskini bado?
Wewe usijali.
Tuendelee.
To give more context, I'm in this dark room, I'm being asked to kneel, but at the head of this dark room is this table, and it's covered in white, and it's got all sorts of things on the table to represent AKA. And so there's letters up there that spell out AKA, there's IVs, the pledge book is up there, and then there's even a candle. There's candles, but then there's a candle in the center, and it's wrapped in IVs and it's lit. The ritual book states that this candle is a representation of Ethel Hedgeman Lyle. And I remember in some of them, there even being a picture of her present also on this table. So you have this shrine of sorts that's paying homage to AKA, and this is what I'm going to be kneeling in front of. Another piece of very, very important information that I didn't know, and how could you know unless you were reading the ritual book as you're doing this, which you're not, is what did my kneeling represent? And so in the ritual book it says that the kneeling was proof of my submission. That was me proving that I submit. And so to submit means to subjugate yourself under the will or authority of someone or something, or to yield to the governance of it. So here I am, I'm before this table. I have all these things that represent Ethel Hedgeman Lyle and AKA, and I'm kneeling before it as I'm taking these different oaths to be able to become a member. So I'm going to stop right there, and then we're just going to take it to the Word of God, and let's compare the two things that I had to do versus what God has told me to do. And so I'm going to be talking from Exodus chapter 20, and it's going to be verses 3 through 6. And it goes, "You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to the 3rd and 4th generation of those who hate me, but showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandment."
Guys, I would like to discuss another group in terms of gang stalking, and that is street gangs. Now, believe it or not, these groups are also allegedly known to underhandedly work with law enforcement to harass targeted individuals. They have been known to have been hired to perform street crimes against targeted individuals, threatening with physical harm, break into their homes, and to also monitor and surveillance them. Now, sometimes a rival gang member or members of the street gang may already be targeted by a group or organization. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example. Let's say, for instance, a member of a gang has an occult relative. They will have their fellow brother or sister of law enforcement or their occult member or other hired gang member to secretly persecute them. However, in the public eye, it would appear as a typical street gang war. Now, these groups and organizations have been attacking for decades, and although many tactics are used, witchcraft is most certainly not excluded from the list of demonic attacks that are used. In fact, all of these group occult leaders and members have been known to use witchcraft. And they have been known to use it as a secret supernatural weapon against people who pose as an enemy or a threat. Check these clips out, guys, and I'll be right back.
Did you know that gangs in Chicago are using witchcraft to try and hurt their enemies. Police found dozens of satanic items in a drug bust in 2021. After questioning the gang members, they confessed what it was used for. They tried to put hexes and spells on rival gangs and try to summon demons to hurt them permanently. And it's not just Chicago. These items have been found in Los Angeles, New York, and cartels. There's been rumors of this for decades, but in recent years, there's been a huge surge among gangs.
My brother told me stories about pouring chicken blood on dead bodies. And, you know, they said Raymond Washington was famous for killing you twice. He'll kill you, then come to your funeral and kill you again.
My name is FSG Lexi. I came from Santeria. I came from witchcraft. I came from gang banging. I used to be a blood. That's why it was called FSG, because I was part of a 5-star gang, the Billies. And, you know, God delivered me from that. Yeah.
So hold on, so you was doing witchcraft while you was a blood?
Yeah. Trust me. I know a lot of people, I don't want to expose them because they're part of the rap lifestyle, but I know a lot of people that blood, Crips, drug dealers that was into witchcraft. Heavy.
This is the first time I ever heard that in my life. And it's the first time I've ever heard that in my life.
You know, they all need protection, right? So a lot of drug dealers, they go to this guy, they call Padrino, means Godfather, so they can protect them. So they go to Cuba, they go to these places, they do rituals and stuff like that, and they get protected. We deal with a lot of principalities and demons, man. Demons is real. Spiritual warfare is really real.
Yo, that just gave me goosebumps, son. I'm scared of you right now. You move from me. No.
That's why they call me the Demon Slayer, because I cast them out.
You see,
guys, the Lord has been showing me visions of a snake striking. And he was letting me know that the enemy is attempting to strike again. The enemy is coming up with new tactics because they were defeated when attempting with their old tactics. And he told me that this was a warning for me and also for me to inform others. Because, guys, in the past, I have been a victim of a possible sacrifice attempt through witchcraft. But God wants me to let you know that you are under full protection. But you must still use spiritual wisdom and discernment to stay aware in order to protect yourself and to help protect others as well. Because as we all know, faith without works is dead. Now, guys, I would like to go over some signs and symptoms of occult gang stalking and some ways that you can defeat it. I will also be talking about some activities that secretly take place within these occult groups and these secret organizations. Now, guys, when it comes to these occult leaders and members, whether it is a community organization, whether it's a street gang, etc., if they are trying to harass you with occult gang stalking, one of the things that they would do, they will act in accordingly to their intentions for you. What I mean by that is, for the most part, they would like to keep their distance because they're the orchestrator, the handler. They are the ones who mainly do the spell casting. They are the ones who plan the rituals. They're also the ones who recruit other members once they complete assigned missions, such as street theater tactics and spell casting. Those are also included. Now, the handler will call every blue moon, and when they do, they will ask you several personal questions. They will ask you, do you still work at the same place? Do you still live in the same place? They may even get real personal and ask you, do you have any money saved up? This just depends on how comfortable they are with you, how much they've been able to manipulate and gaslight you in the past. It just, because I've let a lot of people manipulate me and gaslight me in the past so much to the point to where I couldn't believe some of the questions that they asked and some of the things that they said. But the Most High, had me to reflect back on how much I let these people get away with in the first place. Like, I never set boundaries with these people. So that's one thing that we most certainly have to do when we feel that people are, stepping out of bounds with us. Now, guys, majority of your conversations will consist of them asking you questions about your life. You will feel like you're undergoing an interview. Now, this is where the spell casting comes in. A lot of the times they're actually doing witchcraft and casting spells on you through the phone. Now, you will know because the aspects of your life that they inquire about are the areas in which you will experience mishaps. Now, guys, I've had a family member who is involved in an occult organization call me and ask me if I was feeling okay. I told him that I was feeling great. A day or two later, I began vomiting, having chest pains, headaches, shortness of breath, and feeling heavy anxiety. Feeling like I was going to, die, like someone was trying to kill me. It was hard for me to sleep at night. And that's the Most High clarified to me that this person was actually doing witchcraft. And that's how I was actually led to Psalms 91 to pray against it. Now, guys, another sign is whatever member, no matter their position, if they're trying to perform a sacrifice, they will attempt to get close to you. Whoever they are attempting to offer as a sacrifice to the covenant. So it could be you or anyone that they're trying to sacrifice. They will, get close to them. And they also do these things to bring you to demise, or if not to bring you to demise, is to switch destinies with you. They could actually, these people are witches and warlocks. They can see through the spiritual realm. They can actually see your destiny. And if they feel that you have a bright future ahead of you, they will perform witchcraft on you, in hopes of stealing your destiny. But I'm here to let you know that whatever the Lord has for you is for you, and no one can take it away. They will also call, and these are the people that usually don't come around that much. And when they do, they ask a lot of sudden, and several intrusive questions. Constant phone calls, asking you for weird, random favors. Like, hey, can you ride with me somewhere? It's kind of weird because in reality, you rarely socialize with this person. There's no reason for your presence, really. They want you there because they want to drain you. They want to tap into your energy. This is so they can attempt to cast, spell work on you and, perform witchcraft. This is also to help them keep tabs on you because you are their assigned mission. Or they could, like I said earlier, in hopes of, a specific spell casting to switch destinies with you. Now, guys, other people who have been exposed as gangstalkers and monitoring spirits will begin to constantly mention this person's name. The person who's constantly calling you, trying to get you to go places with them, trying to act like they're just so close to you all of a sudden when they, rarely spend time with you. Other gangstalkers and monitoring spirits that have been exposed in your life that are trying to, come back around or, or just they're already around, but you just, for the most part, you keep your distance, but they're just around. they will start to constantly mention this person's name. Now, these are the people who don't usually communicate with this person. And if they do, they have intentionally kept it from you. And this is because the occult family member is spreading false rumors and false narratives on your life. Now, when things begin to unravel in your life, the on-seekers would least expect anything or anyone else. The only thing they would expect is this is happening to you as a result of the picture that has been falsely painted on your life by the occult family member. Now, some things that they will do, okay, they will team up with other gangstalkers and monitoring spirits against you. They will begin to spread rumors, and this is, aiming to make you feel discouraged, making you question and doubt yourself. This is to play on your discernment, because in reality, they know your strength and they're trying to break you. Now, these are things to watch out for. The vehicle of the gangstalkers, when you're dealing with, when you're being gangstalked by people, when you're driving, or when you feel that you're being followed. Okay, pay attention to the occult organization themed license plates, bumper stickers, and window stickers. Also, when it comes to street gang members, you begin to see that particular group more often. These are the ones that sent in. They will let it be known mainly through the color of their apparel. They may even be people that you know from your neighborhood. These could be people that you've grown up with. If you guys know, as far as how they target certain people that are in certain situations. They also develop a strong connection with anyone you no longer trust. People who the Most High has shown you through discernment that they have a wicked agenda against you. They have bad intentions. That's also something to watch out for. Now, guys, at this time, it will be a great time to continuously have a strong connection with God, because this will keep you spiritually equipped with the discernment and the knowledge that you need to determine who people are and their true intentions for you, so you can protect yourself. Also, guys, pay attention to the red flags. Listen to what people say to you, the nature of their questions, any subliminal sarcastic statements that may be made, any facial expressions that people make to you while you're looking at them, or any faces that you feel people are making at you behind your back. Guys, there's also some symptoms that I want you to watch out for, and these are some symptoms that you will feel if someone's trying to do witchcraft. Now, the witchcraft attacks that are really full-blown thrown at you without protection of the Most High, it could break you down so bad that you probably wouldn't be able to move. But with the strength of and protection of the Most High God, He protects you and He gets you through these things. So here are some symptoms that you may feel if you are under a witchcraft attack. If someone's trying to cast a spell on you, you may have a sudden feeling of headache, nausea. You may start to feel very drained, very drowsy, very tired. You may feel demonically attacked when you try and go to sleep at night, and you may also have nightmares. Um, guys, I don't care who these people are in your life. Don't go anywhere with anyone you usually don't hang out with. If this is someone that's calling you out of the blue, asking you to take a ride with them, and your intuition is telling you not to trust this person, listen. Because no matter your relation, a relationship with this person, you don't know what they're secretly involved in. And you don't want to become a victim of that. Especially if the Most High is already showing you all the red flags. And sometimes it's the people that we hold in high positions that serve as the biggest threats and backstabbers in our lives. And if if you notice these things, I don't care if this person has a very well-known reputation for being a upstanding citizen and server of their community. I don't care if this person is related to you. If the Most High has shown you some things, this is your sign. So, if you're able to cut ties from these people, that will be the best. No, there's no if. Well, I would say if, because some of you guys could be living in the actual homes of these people, and it's hard to just, a lot of people say if you're able to, I am going to say this, if you're able to move away, that would be great. But, everyone is not able to just pack up and leave. So if you are in close proximity to these people, try to cut ties as best that you can, even if you live in the same city as this person, you can still cut ties with these people and move around them to where what they have going on cannot affect you, especially with the full protection and guidance of the Most High. Now, if you decide to move, do not give these people access to your new location. And the reason why I say that, because when it comes to your family, sometimes you feel so conflicted and confused because you have such history with these people. But I just want to let you know that God is not the author of confusion. And once a person reveals who they are, once the Most High shows you, you have to take heed. It's very essential at that point, because he's showing you for a reason, because it may be something that this person is trying to plot on you in the future, and God's trying to protect you from it. These people are really out here making sacrifices, guys. There's a lot of mysterious, tragedies that have happened, and many people can't pinpoint why it's happened. There's people that has passed away from these mysterious illnesses that people never knew that they had. There's a reason for this, guys. There is some serious witchcraft taking place. People are using it now as a weapon. Block these people, guys. If they have your number as well. If you get a new number, of course not to give them that. You just don't make yourself easily accessible to these people anymore. And also don't make yourself easily accessible to anyone who is associated with this person. Keep your distance, especially if these people that's associated with this person have showed you signs of being a gang stalker and being possessed by a monitoring spirit as well. Also, guys, don't give them any pictures of you, any clothing, jewelry, anything, that's spiritually connected with you, because anything that once belonged to you can be used in an incantation spell. And this is where they place spells on your belongings. So people who are close to you that may already have access to your pictures, like your parents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, etc., grandparents, I want you guys to really pray about this situation if you feel that you're experiencing this, if you feel that someone in your family is doing this to you. And if the Holy Spirit ever leads you to believe someone close to you, is doing incantation spells on your pics, I want you to see if any of your pics have been taken off the walls of some of your family members' homes or taken out of the family photo albums. This will also help lead you to who may be doing this so you can pray against them and to also keep your distance from them. Now, do not let these people, I want you to stand your ground, because majority of these people are people close to you. They're in your family, okay? And you have love for them. So it has possibly allowed them to get away with things that others could not. And I want to let you know that if you feel like you're in conflict and you feel confused about how you should move with someone that you feel is involved in an occult in your family, and they're trying to use this supernatural demonic connection to destroy family members in hopes of them succeeding in their life and to destroy yours and the lives of others, do not let these people consistently drain you of your time, your energy, and your resources. Let's be honest here. They don't really want to spend time with you. And it's not that they necessarily need your resources. It's sad that, with all of the iniquity that is taking place in the world, you have to also worry about the ones who are closest to you harming you as well. These people want to drain you because they want your energy. They really want your entire life. Because destroying someone else's life is going to get them a reward from Satan. So they're thinking, why not take out someone that I really don't like anyway? And guys, I'm not being negative, but this is what's really going on. This is how people really feeling these days. I mean, think about the movie The Box. These people got $1 million. They became $1 million richer, but it was at the expense of the life of someone else. These movies have a lot of truth mixed in. I don't care if they're fiction or not. These storylines are based on something. Nothing's new under the sun. I've been praying to the Most High to reveal to me all the people in my family that are involved in any type of secret occult groups, organizations, community programs, etc. Because if they are, usually you look over certain things because you feel that, okay, well, it is what it is. But when you start to realize that it's something actually dark behind it, the things that are covered up to not serve as, something evil, but to serve as something positive and uplifting, you don't think about what could go wrong with it. And I think that's the whole point. That's the cover up. But the Most High will show you the truth. Guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer, but I had to come through and drop this message off to you guys. I hope this message served as confirmation to someone. I hope this video helps someone. I want you guys to know that the devil is busy and We have to stay on top of his tactics because he's constantly thinking of new ones to try and defeat us. If you guys haven't checked out the podcast, do so whenever you feel the need. If you guys want to message me, I have an Instagram. It is awakenbutterfly_7. I want you guys to stay tuned. I have much more content coming to you guys. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate all the love and support that you give. I want you guys to stay prayed up. I want you guys to stay safe out there. And until the next video, peace and blessings. Mwah.